What's up, guys? Luke back again with another Gaming Week in Review podcast where we talk about what has interested us in the world of video games each and every week. So sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. Dragon Ball FighterZ! Dragon Ball FighterZ is getting a new character, Master Roshi. This was actually announced a couple weeks ago. I just wanted to sneak it in here because I am a big Dragon Ball FighterZ fan. I do stream it every Friday evening over at Facebook Gaming. Link is in the description if you want to come and see me get destroyed. But I am really excited because Master Roshi is such an iconic Dragon Ball Z character, and I won't get too long with this one because I know that it is very niche fighting games. Kind of the fighting game community is big, but it's still niche. It's not a broad news thing that everyone's going to be super stoked about. But I did want to say that I'm definitely going to be making a Hermit School team of probably Master Roshi, Krillin, and Yamcha, or possibly because I'm not the biggest Krillin player, Roshi, Goku, Yamcha. Maybe something like that. I'm super excited. And then also kind of fun is Roshi is not going to have that homing dash. You know, the homing dash that you usually, you can press R2 or right trigger if you're playing on Xbox, or ZR if you're playing on Nintendo Switch, and you do that homing dash in, and it's like it just follows the other character and runs into them. So Roshi can't actually fly, which is kind of a fun just Dragon Ball tip, but he does a reverse Kamehameha wave, and he flies with his Kamehameha wave, which is really a creative use of the Kamehameha wave. Maybe kind of inefficient, but still really fun. And the game is going to stay true to that, which is really cool. And it's not going to be homing. It's going to be more of a 8-directional movement. So you can basically pick where he's going with it. So it's going to set up some pretty cool combos, and he just looks like a really cool mix-up character that you can use to just trick your opponent, to keep them guessing. He's a lot like Piccolo in a lot of ways, I think, and I think he's going to be a fun character to use, and I think he's going to be great also for the newcomer to this game. So if you haven't tried Dragon Ball FighterZ yet, now is a great time to give it a try. It's really in a pretty good state as far as balance goes, and it's got a lot of hype around it because we've been waiting for a character like Master Roshi to happen, and for the love of God, no more Gokus. We have so many Gokus now, so it's just cool to get kind of, you know, a beloved character. So I'm crossing my fingers for maybe a possible maybe a Bulma appearance would be really fun, or a Launch. I think Launch would be a great addition to the Dragon Ball FighterZ character list, but we'll see. We got 2 more to be announced for this Fighter Pass, and I am just really excited, especially right now, for Master Roshi. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. I did a video about this a couple of days ago, and it's gotten a lot of attention, which I'm really excited for. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate you guys so much for going and checking out that video. That was a very raw and unscripted, and I learned about the video as soon as I learned about the announcement. I ran, guys. I didn't brush my teeth. I ran to go and put something out, just a live reaction. So it was very spur of the moment, just what was on my heart at the time. But there was a few things that I kind of they were omissed. I couldn't find the words for them, and I wanted to just talk about it again in this podcast. So there's a couple things. It looks like a Warriors. It looks like a Warriors game. This is what excites me, right, about this new Hyrule Warriors game. It looks like a Warriors game, but with the Breath of the Wild engine. It's like it's been made inside of Breath of the Wild versus a Zelda game being made inside of the Warriors engine. if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. So it's gonna be beautiful because you guys know Breath of the Wild is a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous game. It's probably one of the more pretty games of this generation, in my opinion. And I'm just super excited to hack and slash with all the 4 champions that you basically meet and encounter and free in Breath of the Wild. It looks like you're going to be able to play as these 4 unique champion characters, as well as Zelda and maybe even Sheik. I don't know. I think there was a Sheik sighting in the launch trailer. Let me know in the comments below if I'm wrong, but I'm really excited for that. I think that's going to be a super fun Sunday, you know, even a streaming game. By the way, I do stream every Thursday, Friday, Saturday evening over at Facebook Gaming. Go and check that out. Link is in the description. Throw us a follow, all that good stuff. And then I'm also, so I'm also just like excited to just be back into the, just into a Warriors game. Like I haven't played a lot of Dynasty Warriors games, but I remember getting down on those games back in the PS2 days and having a lot of fun, just hordes of enemies, and you're like, you have all these superpowers and you're racking up these combos, and it was just a really fun game at the time that was really groundbreaking too. It really felt like it was pushing the PlayStation 2 like really to the limit, because there were so many characters on screen at the same time that you're fighting against, and it was just a joy to see. It was a very very awesome game from back in the day, and you know, it just became something that like, okay, there's another Dynasty Warriors game out, and like there wasn't a ton of things changed. It was just kind of like a you know, a new game, and you know, I'm sure there was more than what meets the eye. I didn't really keep like up to it, but you know, I still, you know, what I'm trying to say is that the Dynasty Warriors games just kind of started to feel like they were the same. So I'm just excited to get kind of a fresh take on Dynasty Warriors, and a great way to get kind of a fresh and new take on a older game is to have a collaboration where a separate IP comes in. I do that a lot with like, for example, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I wasn't a big fan of, or I'm still not a big fan of RPG games. I think they're too long. I think that I love story, and I love to see beginning, middle, and end. And with RPG games, I lose interest before I get to see the end, so it bums me out. But when you make a Dragon Ball Z RPG, I log 60 to 100 hours in it, and I, you know, enjoy the heck out of it. So, you know, that's what made me, if you remove Dragon Ball Z from Dragon Ball Kakarot, if you removed that and it was just kind of a generic RPG, there's no way in God's green earth I would have been playing it. But introducing new IPs into older genres that maybe like people have written off really gives you an opportunity to reach out to a new audience, and that's what I'm really excited about for it. Game Boy Color. Oh, yep, Game Boy Color news. Actually, I have a couple of Game Boy Color items that I want to talk about today. The first thing I want to talk about is there is a new Game Boy Color consolizer kit. This is made by the same guys that did the Game Boy DMG consolizer. The name of them is Game Boy Systems. Yep. So it's the same company that made the DMG Game Boy consolators, made by Game Boy Systems. And basically, if you don't know what a consolizer is, it's basically taking a portable retro system and putting it into a 3D printed case with a FPGA board, and making it have an output that you can plug into your TV with a classic style controller, and play it on the TV screen. And this is not a new thing. There's a Game Boy Advance consolizer, there's the DMG consolizer, and now there's going to be a Game Boy Color consolizer. And you might ask, well, Luke, why the heck, why would I buy a DMG or a Game Boy Color consolizer when I can get the Game Boy Advance one? And I would rebuttal with, because you can't get the Game Boy Advance one. It's not available. It's very hard to get. And it's just one of those products that got a release, it got a pre-order, and we're just kind of twiddling our thumbs waiting for them to do another one. So this one is a lot more promising. It's made by a company that is I guess competent with getting these out there and making them available for people. So I'm actually really excited about this one. It's going to be 720p output, so 1280 by 720 on a modern television, which is amazing. Two different options as far as the design of it. And there's one option that is the original Game Boy Color consolizer kit, which actually requires, and this stuff is you need to mod your Game Boy to make this stuff happen. So there is soldering, and in some cases there is actually dremeling and cutting your original console. So it's highly advised to use a broken Game Boy Color for this, as in a shattered screen or just like a damaged, maybe damaged battery terminals, or just a Game Boy Color that still has life, but has seen much better days. That's kind of the target for this. Please don't take apart your childhood Game Boy Color that still works great and do this mod, okay? It's meant for broken ones. And basically what it is you have to take it apart, and then in the original design, you basically have to cut out part of the Game Boy Color. I know this sounds scary. You have to cut out the motherboard for the Game Boy Color and then solder 4 to 5 wires, maybe a little bit more, onto an FPGA board. And the FPGA takes that video signal and it outputs it to HDMI. And it's a fantastic thing. FPGA has probably been the best tool for the retro gaming community that we've ever had, because it's taking these old systems and it's giving them brand new life. It's giving them digital outputs and just and on-screen menus and all these different things. So it's a really exciting thing. Now there's an option to also do a no-cut mod, which is called the Easy Case. And at first I was like, yeah, I'm going to do the easy case. I don't want to take a Dremel to a Game Boy Color, even if I am kind of experienced with mods and things like that. It just doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. But after seeing the easy case, I actually kind of reverted back to, I love this cute little package that is the Game Boy Color consolizer. And I'm not a big fan of the easy case. It just doesn't look very good. And from the way I read it, it seems like the HDMI out port is gonna be on the bottom of it, and it's gonna have to be tilted, maybe. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not gonna sit flat with the easy case. It'll have to be tilted or straight up, and there's gonna be cables coming out of it. So it's just kind of a bad design in my opinion, and it's just not gonna be something that I want to do. So yeah, after seeing that, I was like, I immediately went back to, okay, I'm gonna do the regular one. So I'm still up in the air though, because it is gonna be about $140. Actually, no, I'm sorry, it's gonna be $125 for the easy case and $130 for the regular one. So it's not going to be a cheap modification. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to actually have a Super Nintendo controller port. So, and they've already confirmed that it's going to work with the original Super Nintendo controller as well as third-party controllers, and the one that I'm excited about, wireless controllers. So you can break out your 8BitDo N30 Pro controller and your dongle and go to town on Game Boy Color games. So that's really cool. I'm super excited for that. Also, another piece of Game Boy Color news, Shantae, the original Shantae, guys, for the Game Boy Color. If you don't know about this game, it is insanely rare. It is insanely expensive to get a physical copy of this Game Boy Color game. But I have good news for you. The game is actually getting a re-release by Limited Run Games. Yes, Limited Run Games, absolutely an amazing website. I was freaking out on stream over this. I'm so excited to pick this one up, and you know, by the time you guys see this video, more than likely it will already be released, but I still felt like I needed to share. So like, just out of the off chance that maybe there still are some available when you guys see it, I feel like I still wanted to share it with you guys. So the whole point here is if you are really excited about Game Boy Color, if you're really excited about the Shantae games, go to Limited Run Games. They're going to have not only are they going to have the original Shantae collector's edition release, but they're also going to have collector's editions for Half Genie Hero, and I think it was Pirate's Curse as well, all physically released. And they're going to re-release the original Shantae game physically on the Nintendo Switch. Drop the mic. Boom. So as well as some vinyl records, and it's Shantae land over at limitedrungames.com. Link will be in the description. Okay, the one we've all been waiting for, the big announcement of the week. You guys already know it. Xbox Series S was announced. Finally, the rumors have been confirmed as true. And if you guys know me, if you've spoken with me, if you've seen my videos, I do not like to report on rumors. Once in a while I will if I'm really excited about it, but I don't like reporting on rumors. I like waiting for official releases and then I go ham on it, right? Because then we officially know I'm not leading you on. I'm not making you think something that isn't really happening just so I can get a couple extra views on my video. So this has been announced. It's super great from Xbox's mouth, from the horse's mouth. Series S is announced, and we have prices and release date for the Series S and the Series X. Good news is Series S is going to be coming out on the same day that the Series X is coming out, and it's only gonna be $300. $299.99 for the Series S, $499.99 for the Series X, which is mainly the main difference between the two, from what I've gathered, is resolution. Okay, and here's the kicker: a disk drive. Series S will be a digital only system, whereas Series X is going to have a disk drive, and it's going to be capable of 4K 60 gaming. And this is, in my opinion, the hardest and strongest push towards a digital only console future. The system's $200 less than the Series X. I would wager that 75% of homes, and it's probably even more, 75% of homes don't have 4K TV screens. I would wager that. So why the heck would you get the Series X? And the only reason I can justify it for myself is because of discs, because it has a disc drive. I will own the Series X, and I'm gonna own the Series S. But it bums me out. It really bums me out. It's a pretty heavy blow. I feel like the Series S is going to kill it because it's a very affordable price point. Not because it's offering more to the consumer. It's $200 less, but I don't think it's a $200 that I'm willing to save to end up spending more. Because every time I buy a $60 digital only game, I have buyer's remorse. Every single time I buy a digital game, I have buyer's remorse. I'm like, God, why did I buy a license? Why didn't I buy a physical copy of the game? You know, and I know it's the same thing. You hear it from me all the time, and I won't elaborate too much, but I can't deny that the Series S is a fantastic deal, and I think it's going to be a really strong push to a digital-only future. If it falls flat on its face and everyone goes out and buys a Series X, which I don't think is going to happen, then I think it'll be a reverse effect. I think hopefully it'll wake Microsoft up and they'll realize that digital only consoles don't work. I mean that's like Luke's, you know, magical land, you know, like where like physical media lasts forever and, you know, never ends, you know, like that's my happy place right there. Like, you remember Happy Gilmore? Like, that's my happy place, you know, like there's like Game Boy games dancing around, you know, like physical media. I'm like hugging it and like, you know, just like playing in green pastures. That's my happy place, is where physical media is always a thing. And I go to the store, I experience the people, I experience the store, I buy a physical version of a game and I take it home and I plug it and I unravel it, I pull off the heat shrink, I open it up, it's got that new game smell, I put the disc / solid state base media into my console, and then I enjoy and play it. And after I'm done playing it, I can loan it to a friend, I can put it on my shelf and let it collect dust, I can trade it in, but no matter what I do with it, it's mine. It's a tangible item that I own. So that's my happy place. I don't think that's going to be the future, unfortunately. But if Series X falls flat in its face, it may just be the future. So I'm going to buy a Series X and a Series S, and this is why. Originally, I was planning on just buying the Series X, but Series S and Series X are both going to be financeable. They're going to have financing plans for Series S and Series X the day that they come out, 24 months, 0 interest financing. And they're coupling that with Game Pass for the entire time, the entire duration of you paying off your console. And it comes to like $30, I think it's like $33 for the Series X for the 24 months, and it's like 20 something for the Series S for 24 months. That is an insane amount of value. I can't think of a reason why to not buy a new Xbox console. Like, they're literally giving us no reason to not invest in their system. There's finance options, there's Game Pass, which is an insane value. There's 2 different types of consoles. There's a very inexpensive version and a more premium but still fairly affordable version that does 4K 60. There's so many to buy a new Xbox console. They're giving us no reasons to not buy. And then also, and this is the final piece of Xbox news. I'm like going through it out of order. Forgive me. Love you guys. EA Play is now on Game Pass. So all of EA's games that were available on EA Play, Madden, FIFA, Madden, but in seriousness, all the like Star Wars games, Jedi Fallen Order, Battlefronts, you know, and whatever else, Titanfall, and all the other, you know, EA games that were available at EA Play are now available with Game Pass. Boom, sucker. So you get even more of a value now. You get all the EA titles are now a part of Game Pass as well. Such an insane value. My bank account dinged for it this month, and I was like it was the happiest $25 I ever spent because I have so many options now to play video games through Xbox. So they're giving us no reason to not buy it, and I can't help but think after this, what has Sony got? What are they gonna offer the consumer that like is gonna entice me to buy their new system outside of new games? Like, yeah, we know there's new games, there's exclusive titles. That's great. Ratchet and Clank looks awesome, and I'm gonna own the disc version of the PS5 when it comes out, 100%. But are they really like that excited? Are they really making this incredible push to be awesome to the consumer and to give us a great value for our dollar, especially in a time like this where a lot of people are being affected by COVID-19 and the riots? Like, people don't talk about like the families and the businesses that have been affected by the riots in all these big metropolitan states. You know, like you know, what about families like that? They can't afford, in a lot of cases, I don't think they can afford, you know, a $500 consoles, which is what we're all kind of estimating the PS5 is going to be, is around $500. So we'll see. Maybe they are going to come to the table, but so far the track record with their announcements they've been making has been kind of lackluster outside of the games. And I know everyone's going to say in the comments, well, Luke, the most important thing is the games. And I would say you're right, but Microsoft is doing the games too. It might take about a year or so for them all to, you know, start to come out, but Microsoft will have a ton of great exclusive games. I can already see it happening. And on top of that, a very affordable console along with Game Pass that is an insane amount of value. Console exclusive games available on it on day one. And that's a digital future that I can wrap my head around. That the streaming side is a digital future I can wrap my head around. All right, that is going to do it for the news of this week's podcast. And finally, we're continuing that trend of having the comment of the week. So this one's actually a double comment on the same video. So we're going to go ahead and just give this one kind of one comment. And it comes from Switch It Up Reviews on my Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity reaction video. And it goes like this: the new Hyrule Warriors is going to be a much needed expansion to Breath of the Wild story, and it has an amazing potential to make a big impact on the series. I am so excited. Breath of the Wild is widely seen as one of the worst stories in the series. The best ones are typically Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, and Skyward Sword. And, first I want to say thank you so much for the comment, Switch It Up Reviews. I'm actually going to be doing a collaboration with Switch It Up Reviews, so we'll have a link in the description so you can go and check out his channel. He's a young laddie, but he's an aspiring YouTube content creator, and I think he has a lot to bring to the table as far as creativity goes, and he's a massive gamer. So go over and check out his YouTube channel, and definitely be looking for our collaboration coming out very, very soon. But I do want to respond to that. First of all, like, Zelda is just, it hasn't been a staple in my life as far as gaming goes. Every Zelda game I play, I enjoy, but I'm not like the biggest of Zelda fans. So I want to thank you for kind of chiming in and helping me out. I thought Breath of the Wild was widely known as a very good story campaign, but it's good to see kind of another viewpoint from someone that I know personally is very into Zelda games. So, I'm glad that you sent that comment. And then also, Hyrule Warriors, your excitement for it kind of filling in the blanks. The second comment really can just kind of confirms and is it's awesome to hear your kind of follow-up comment, which is getting that Breath of the Wild story that is actually a little more lackluster than maybe I had said earlier. That is getting more of a it's getting more expanded upon or elaborated on, and that gets me more excited for this game even than I was before when it was announced. I think it's going to be an amazing game. I'm super excited to go and check it out. But thank you so much, Switch It Up Reviews, for that comment of the week, guys. And if you guys want to be a part of the comment of the week, then you gotta comment on my videos, comment on the podcast, and you may be selected for the comment of the week. And comment a little bit more than great video. I appreciate the support, but come on, show me that you're watching this stuff, man. Not so I can be, have all these different comments to pick through and be like, oh, I'm so great, I'm such a great YouTuber, but because I love talking to you guys. So share with me what your thoughts and feelings are. Let me know in the comments of these videos, and you may be selected for comment of the week. But that's going to do it for this week's podcast, guys. If you liked the video, do me a big favor and smash like, as well as subscribe with bell notifications turned on for more awesome content like this. And I want to know from you in the comments, are you excited for the new Hyrule Warriors game? Are you going to pick up the new consolizer Gameboy Color mod? And then also, do you want to see me possibly make a tutorial video on the consolizer Gameboy Color mod for you guys on the channel? Let me know in the comments. And lastly, has Xbox done enough to earn your business? I feel like they have. I would love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Do you think they've done enough? Because I think they have. I don't think they could really do anything more to earn our business that's even tangible. So let me know in the comment section down below. But until next time, guys, Luke from 8-Bit Plus signing out, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.